Last time I had that chicken on my face, ain't nobody want to say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about you smacking in the microphone, bro.
Yo. Yeah. All right.
Yo, yeah, we are now tuned into the Mindful Exchange podcast. I'm here with a silly group of guys.
Yo, we on for real?
Yeah.
Oh, what up?
Marshall got to get out by 8. We ain't going to get to 8 unless we start now.
Hey. Oh, yeah, we in here.
He ain't gonna get the, what time is it now?
6:55.
6:57.
He ain't gonna make the 6:58. He keep tuning the microphone.
What is that, Android and iPhone time? You said 6:55. Mine say 6:57.
Mine say 57.
I just looked at it. It's 6:57. But when I looked at it before, it was 55.
Yo, welcome back to Sharp, man. He was down for a little bit, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Sickness.
Yes.
Welcome back, kid.
Appreciate it.
Acting crazy. Glad to have you back, bro.
You got a little shit on your outfit though, brother.
Yeah.
With his throwback jersey.
Yeah, this is,
Where you
old
get
toilet
from?
paper.
Where you get him from?
Huh?
Where you get him from?
You know, he been in the family for a few ticks. You know what I mean?
You got that shit from Ames.
Yeah, I got it from...
Cowboys played today?
Yeah, they
Man,
out right
fuck the
now.
Cowboys.
Yeah, we playing right now.
Cowboys,
What's that score
Eagles.
looking like?
Whoa.
Not good.
Oh, that's why Hoodie walked in with the broad shoulders out.
Yeah, he had his little shoulder out.
Oh.
Get in there, man. That's why I don't be doing it. That's why I don't be doing it,
Word
man.
up. But you know what? That's why I ain't want to put it on there. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't be paying attention and shit.
Other than
But,
that,
you know,
I
we
was glad
turn
to
it
be
on?
back, man.
Let me turn
Nah,
it on.
Mindful Exchange, you know what I mean? Welcome back, y'all. We appreciate everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, we here, man.
You know, in typical fashion, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to start with the cow this week, man. How was your week, good brother?
It's been, is this connected?
Here you go.
Yo, yeah, okay.
You in?
So far my week has been eventful with the gym. My legs feel, no, not my entire leg, but my thighs feel like shit. But my arms are pretty much healed from Monday and Tuesday now. So I'm good for tomorrow and Tuesday as well.
Dope, man.
That's
awesome. Glad to have
about
you here,
Wednesday,
man.
Thursday, and
Also,
Friday.
for y'all that care or not, tomorrow's my birthday. It's
Oh,
big
happy
25.
birthday.
Oh, word. Happy birthday, kid. Word.
24, you said?
25.
Oh, 25. Go ahead.
You know what we do for our birthdays, right?
Nah.
We
Check it out,
Fuck
huh?
you up.
I mean,
There's another option, though. We got some Carolina Reaper peppers here.
Yeah, right here. Go ahead and eat one of
Yeah,
those.
man.
for your birthday.
For your
That's
birthday.
the other option.
Don't be no bitch.
I'm not good with spice. I ain't
No.
Yeah, I ain't giving my
but you-
little cuz one of them peppers.
Well, he ate that curry shit last week, though. He wasn't
That's
complaining.
That wasn't
But that
spicy,
ain't
though.
that. Well,
The curry I had wasn't spicy. It was sweet.
Man, it sounded like you being
Kevorkian.
soft for your
Niggas try
birthday.
to
bro.
get
Buddy,
it.
Dr. Kevorkian out this bitch.
It sounded like he just being soft for his
See-
birthday.
see
That's
how
all
smooth-
it sounds like.
This is how smooth Marshall is, though, right?
brought it
Because
up.
he brought it up, introduced it smoothly.
Yeah, it
not,
was very
not too much
smooth.
pressure.
Nah.
So we almost forgot that he's the one that introduced it.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I guess the
Smooth
bottom
out
line
there,
is
don't forget.
either you gonna eat the pepper or you not gonna eat the pepper.
For your birthday.
It don't matter who brought it up. You gonna eat the pepper or you
Yeah.
not gonna eat the pepper.
I'm not gonna eat the pepper.
I can dig it.
I can
Quest,
dig
how
it.
was your week?
My week was great, man. Semi-monk mode. You know what I mean? No alcohol throughout the week. Day 7, I feel good. Gym, you know what I'm saying? Making improvements.
What do you think the difference was between having alcohol during the week and
Cat,
then
stop
not having it?
crunching peanuts in the damn
my-
microphone. Ask some questions.
Shoot. I can't. Can I?
I'm trying not to crunch in your
Oh, shit.
Why is
Yeah.
this shit cutting out?
Yeah. Yo.
It's ours too.
Yeah, that threw me off a little bit. Nah, but my recovery, man, my sleep been good. I don't have none of them aches and, you know what I'm saying, inside my joints, none of that
Fire.
stuff. Let me see. I don't know, man. I just been feeling real, like, vibrant, you know what I'm saying? Going hard in the gym, so, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a good place right now.
Got those Skittles in you, huh?
What's Skittles?
What? I don't.
What's Skittles?
Whoa! Hey, can we say pause on that one? Because I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yo,
Put
nah.
the camera on you. Put
Yo,
the camera
nah.
on you.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is you talking
Nah,
about?
I ain't eat
So
no
I said you got
Skittles
the
this
Skittles
week.
in you.
Nah, I ain't eat no Skittles this week, man.
No rainbows?
Nah, straight protein, man.
Did you taste the rainbow?
I'm done.
What does it mean, though?
Yeah.
No, he said he's feeling vibrant, so I said you got the Skittles in you.
Nah, I'm feeling real good, man.
Dope, man. What drove? How was your week?
Cool.
I ain't had no Skittles. I know that much. Goddamn it! I don't know what the
Shoot.
fuck is going on. That motherfucker. Goddamn. My week was great. I wanted to say fuck the gym 3 times this week. I'm in the stage where my body just hurts every day.
It'll pass.
I know. No, I get it. I'm in the stage where my body just hurts every day. I'm sore, nigga. I catch cramps every time I move. I can't eat. You know, like son. They said to eat potassium and drink mad water. Yeah, you got to eat. I mean, take potassium, like eat bananas or whatever things.
Your ass on your research trying to speed
son,
that recovery, huh?
Son, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Cap got me. Jariah come in and she said, Daddy, what is that white stuff? What is you doing with that white stuff, Daddy?
Let's be clear. It was creatine.
I said, baby, this is creatine.
Cap just dropped it
Oh,
on.
you on the creatine too?
How you bag it up?
She said, Daddy, she said, what's that container of white stuff on the counter in there? I was like, what you mean? She said, there's a can of white stuff. I said, it's creatine, baby.
Yeah.
It's creatine.
Nice,
Drop
You know
them
what I mean?
off a brick.
But my week, like I said, my week was great. You know what I mean? I'm in that mid body hurt mode of it. But, you know, I know, progress is a process. You know, these niggas, they push me hard every day.
I ain't no nigga.
My bad. These brothers push me hard every day. African Americans.
Nigga.
So, I'm in that mode, but
Yes,
tomorrow
sir.
morning, I'm going to be there 8:15.
Ready.
Oh.
Ready.
Yeah, y'all kept me sharp this week, bro. Seeing y'all, that's one of the differences, bro. Seeing y'all in there made me like, I got to get my money today.
That's real, man.
Motivational.
Because I work out after work,
Yeah.
which is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
so
don't
I'm
think
like, yeah,
that'd
these
be a
niggas got
difficult
busy.
thing
I'm gonna
for
get
me
busy.
right now to do that. I used to do it back in the day, but right now it's
That shit
like
hard,
I be
bro.
so motivated to move in the morning that it would be hard, man.
Today started, it's a different.
Yeah.
I do get my 12,000 steps in though.
No, that's right.
I be getting close.
In your hammer pants. Yeah. Marshall, how was your week, bro?
Put in your hammer pants.
It was pretty dope, man. I remember a little bit of it this week.
What you remember?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Blue cookies.
He trying.
Blue
Cookie
cookies?
Monster. Cookie Monster.
No. Gym, it was pretty dope. Gym, and more gym. I got family in the town. It was pretty dope. This weekend was pretty fly. I tried to catch my son's game. I couldn't catch it though. But I heard they put stomped a mud hole in Binghamton's back.
Dope.
It was like 60-something to 17 or something.
Oh,
They always
man.
have a little
Last time I
rivalry,
seen it was
too.
like 40 something to nothing and a half or something like that.
Point of no return.
From what I heard, everybody got a chance to play. Yeah. But the week was
dope.
pretty dope, man. Nothing too crazy. Just the same old routine in the gym. My body is back now. Like I feel like I'm used to what's going on now.
Shit was
That shit
frustrating
sucked,
you for a
yeah.
couple minutes,
For a
huh?
little while, yeah.
He was talking to the weights, the barbell, himself, all
Word.
this. Mad as
Yeah, it was
a
crazy.
Man.
Yo, I
But
found out
feel-
that makes a difference though
It
too.
does.
Yeah.
That's why I zoned the fuck out, man.
I feel like
Speak it.
I'm bouncing back though.
I zoned the
shit.
fuck out, bro. I talk. I lock in with the music. I'm talking to myself. I don't care who hears whatever the fuck I say.
Right.
I'm in my motherfucking zone. Even if I fail doing what I
Motivate
try to do.
motivational speeches to yourself.
what?
Yo, and to add on to that, you know that saying you're a product of the people you spend the most time around?
real shit.
And I was just thinking, like I said, I was in monk mode. The only time I'm with people outside of y'all on this day
You was
is
hanging
at
out
the
with monks this
gym.
weekend?
That's
Right.
That's positive as a motherfucker.
Son, like I'm like, no wonder I'm sharp as a motherfucker right now. You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't with the knucklehead.
I'm boring as fuck, but you know what I'm saying? I'm sharp.
We all. I'd say we all boring to a degree. 'Cause, I mean, who wants to be up moving around? Like I told you, I detached from my phone this weekend, but that's what I wanted, and it felt great. I didn't do much. I showered, sat around, and
about it.
ate
Yeah.
protein every 4 to 5 hours.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And watched TV, Netflix, got on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like boring shit, but
Right.
it felt good, man.
Yeah, man.
I know I slept and took a nap before I came here. I wasn't gonna show up. I was
Felt good.
damn sure finna lie to y'all.
About
I said
something.
they got-
We would've been
That's how I be. That's how I was feeling about the gym
We
on
would've
Thursday
been
and Friday.
outside his house.
I mean, I was about to lie. I'm finna lie to these niggas.
Shit.
We'd have been in that
Lie
circle.
to these niggas.
That's a
Somebody finna be sick in 20
Yeah,
minutes.
somebody ain't feeling good.
Yeah, but I showed up though. It was pretty dope, man. The week was dope. You know what I mean? And ended in the week here.
Word
So
up.
with y'all.
I'm just disappointed in you because you always be having adventurous weeks and you don't be wanting to talk about. Like,
because
you be doing mad shit, son.
Nah, the past couple weeks has been just trying to bounce back. Ain't had no time to do nothing. Really. I mean, my kids, they adventurous enough. They
That's
just
my
do too
point.
much.
Yes,
bro.
Lord.
Need to start
Crazy,
that
yeah.
TikTok or YouTube with them.
So I got a story. So the family, like I said, I do have family in town and shit. They came over to hang out last night. And my cousin Kenya. And she comes in the house with the kids. I don't know why the kids decide they want to take her downstairs in the basement. Delmar wants to show her the heavy bag.
Oh, shit.
Got all types of grass on the floor and sticks and trees every
Yo.
goddamn
Oh, man.
I come out, I was like, why is the basement door open? Here come they little big-headed asses. Get upstairs.
Training.
And here comes Kenya behind them. All of them.
How old is she about?
All of 17. All of them got flowers on their feet. I'm like, man, clean y'all feet off, man, and go in the room, man. These little kids is wild, but yeah, they nuts,
You
man.
gave them their flowers early, man. That's how you know.
Apple trees. So.
Yes,
Word up.
Lord.
Yeah,
Sharp, how
but
was
yeah.
your week?
But yeah, Sharp,
my
like
bad.
I was gonna say, I mean, how was your week, man? We say the best for last. Good to see you.
Nah, didn't we ask you first?
No, we didn't.
No, we asked the cow
Yeah,
first.
Yeah, we got GMO over here jumping in and shit. That's your new name right now.
Nah, they moved you over. I was,
Oh,
he
nah,
was next.
nah, I was saying because
Gmo.
you were out for a minute with the sickness.
Yes, that, yeah, yeah.
Figured, you know what I'm saying? I'll say what I'm saying, you know what I mean? And we welcome Jorge back.
Jorge.
You know what I mean?
Jorge.
How was your week, bro?
It was good. It was good. I'm back in right mode. You know what I mean? I had lost some material for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? So it was discouraging. I will say it was discouraging that and I think a lot of the sickness and the way I was feeling was because I felt I couldn't recoup from what I lost. So it made me sick.
Yeah, I bet, son.
You know?
That's a piece of you, man.
Yeah, man. I
Put
felt like
yourself
there
in
was
that
no
art.
recovery of what I was trying to pull off. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't been able to do things in time because I was gone. But, you know, I prayed on it, and God brought all that back to me, everything that was lost, except the shell. I didn't get the shell,
Oh,
but everything that I felt I lost, I gained because I couldn't get into my Gmail and none of that. And the Gmail is where the email is.
so you got it then.
I got everything, man.
Dope.
So I got everything
Dope.
back. So, you know, I guess that was the medicine for how I was feeling because I blamed a lot of that on why I wasn't feeling good. Sharp, you sick because you know what just was taken from you.
Yeah.
Lost, taken, whatever you want to say. I think that's what was bringing on the feelings I was
sure it
having.
was.
So did you email Gmail?
I told Gmail to email G, but he didn't get the mail, so
Did you text him? Did you give him the $2?
I'm done. But yeah, but
was being
other than
serious
that,
as a ball,
it feels
yeah.
good to be back. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing.
Glad to have you back, kid.
Appreciate it,
Word.
man. Appreciate it. How y'all? I'm
Cap,
just glad
how-
to be back with my brothers, man.
Word up, Cap. How was your week?
Marshall had to turn my mic off because he was getting tight about the pistachios cracking. They gooder than the motherfucker. Thank you. My week was great, man. It's always great being in the gym with the good brothers and watching everybody struggle and work through the pain, reach the progress. It was my son's first game of his basketball season at SUNY Broome. I got to shoot out there. I couldn't catch but the second half coming from Ithaca, but it was dope, man. Went up there, set up a couple cameras, and just watched my son get busy. He said, "Yeah, Dad, I heard you. I couldn't see where you was at." He was like, "But I heard you," because I'm not the quiet type. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep your head in the game. Keep your head in the game. Push it. Push it. You know what I'm saying? He heard all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Dope. How he do?
He dropped 16.
That's work.
that's work,
So-
man.
You catch any dunks?
Not while I was there. I caught the second half though, but he did his thing.
Oh, your son can dunk?
Son, he's a freak.
Is he? I gotta check him out.
He's a
Off
freak.
the vert,
I want to
man.
go on the next one, man. Let's all go.
I
wanna see him play.
11th, right? Was it the 11th?
Man.
Next one. That's the next game.
Yeah.
The 11th? Where?
SUNY Broome,
That's
Binghamton.
okay.
he's-
Yeah, I
oh,
want
he
to
put the
go,
schedule-
man.
He put the
I wanna
schedule
go,
in
man.
the group chat.
Yeah, word up.
I had a good week though. I actually reached I'd say I reached the goal that I wanted to reach in the gym. Cause I ain't been struggling with the 315 on the squat.
I
I've
was
been
about to
doing
shout
it,
you out on that,
but
too.
I wanted to get more reps with it. And I think I did 6 or 8 this week.
6.
But I could have kept going, but I was so happy and excited, and I wanted to hit the 405 after that. So I put it back. You know what I'm
the
saying?
nigga got 405.
Twice. And I'm not gonna say it was easy, but it's a lot easier than it was in the past at a heavier weight. But I was working towards that, keeping my rep range.
Yeah.
And I've been eating more protein, so I feel great, man.
How many days a week do you guys do legs? Once or twice?
I do leg work more than once. I'll say that. I do a dedicated leg day once, and then just like I do my pull-ups, I always work certain leg shit in there. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
like squats or nothing.
Nah,
like
definitely not squats. That shit
okay.
is too taxing
Okay,
for me.
okay, I
but
see.
I can say though that 405 when I squatted you, or not squatted you, but spotted you, it was like a steady transition.
Yeah.
So we went down, came back up. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it was a smooth. There was no hesitation.
Oh, that's dope.
If I ain't feel you caressing me like that, I would have put it back after one.
God damn, here we go.
But I like how you caressed it at me.
Hey, yo, and you do know you got to throw that motherfucker off your back, right?
What you mean?
Remember homeboy who died when we was talking
Oh,
about?
now I set the rack up.
The
I set
underneath. Okay, yeah.
At the
dope,
very
dope.
bottom parallel,
Yeah.
I set that bitch up.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, y'all
Somebody
did
died from.
Trying to be crazy.
What you mean?
so-
What
He didn't
happened?
want to take his time. Dude was. I don't even want to sound like I'm dissing him because I'm not. But it's easy to bring your ego into the gym and do some shit without like taking your time to build up to it.
pyramiding up your
Yeah,
joint.
and dude was brolic, but he got under. It was like a PR, personal record. So he tried to squat. I think it was 405, and the shit broke his neck.
Yeah, because he had a spot, but instead of throwing the weight off the back when it was too heavy,
He tried
it
to-
came forward and folded
And
his
he
shit
didn't
up.
have any supports there, none of that.
Nothing, no supports, nothing. That shit hurt looking at that
Bruh.
shit. Yeah, bro.
Oh, man. I don't even know why I asked that, man.
Yeah, son.
I'm gonna show you the
Shit.
video later
Cool.
on the load. I'm gonna be like, yo, look at these chicks tweaking and twerking. Got him.
Got him. Oh, man.
Word
Yeah,
up.
it sounds like we all had a good week though. Let's make sure we get this podcast episode started off with this information because we've been talking about a bunch of shit this week, right? We got a couple topics we have to touch on. Hoodie, you was talking about the weird,
So basically,
was it Dwight?
So basically, Dwight Howard, he's an NBA player. He played, he started
That's
off.
the one you got all the pictures in your room of, right?
Nah, that's DeKal. DeKal got the pictures of him with the booty out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Superman. You know what I'm saying? He got a Superman.
The nigga that
cape
was
by
one
his
that
bed.
was winning the
Listen to
dunk
this tin
contest
can
and
man
shit.
that uses oil to prep up his leg.
Yo. So what is it about the Dwight Howard?
So Dwight Howard, right? So basically, how it works is, Stephen Harper, a man who says that in July 2021 he had an encounter with NBA player Dwight Howard in his Georgia home. It was not consensual. He has accused Dwight Howard of a sexual assault and violence. So basically, he's saying that. So the story is Dwight Howard and Mason A.G. claimed they were dating before he found out that the NBA player was sleeping with a transgender woman. He claimed that Howard and his pastor threatened him and harassed him online.
Yeah.
So basically,
So this is a gay guy
and a transgender. So these three together, it was a transgender woman and a gay man.
Okay. And
So-
then Dwight Howard?
And Dwight Howard.
Okay.
So I'll read this article real quick. NBA player Dwight Howard has denied that he sexually assaulted a man named Stephen Harper, who has agreed to be named publicly. Harper initially reported the alleged assault to police in Georgia. According to the lawsuit, Harper said he met Howard on Instagram and agreed to meet him at his home for a sexual encounter. While traveling there, Harper asked Howard if another man or woman could join in, which Harper declined. Right? So, however, on arrival, another man identified only as Kitty was there. Howard and Kitty allegedly then forced Harper to participate in the sexual activity.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
So Mr. Harper was trapped in the defendant's bedroom and believed that he would suffer imminent bodily harm if he resisted the defendant's sexual advances. So basically, what he's saying is that Dwight Howard and Kitty, who has been discovered to be a transgender woman, tried to have a threesome with the Howard guy. Basically, three dicks and no chicks.
I don't know. I want to speak on this quick, right? Because first, I'm going to say I don't care about your sexual preference, right?
Yeah,
that's not what the conversation is about, right?
Right.
But my whole point is, one, we're in a day and age where there's mad people, not just undercover, but coming out the closet for whatever reason. That's your business. Two, if you're in a position of power and you're rich, everybody's trying to get your bag, right? Three, I'm wondering why this is even making like news. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you do in the bedroom should your be business, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to hear about that shit. Ain't nobody gonna know nothing about what goes on in my bedroom. Right. I guess this one has a icing on the cake for like, this is some freaky shit, and I'm just gonna be real about it.
That's a fact. I mean, you know,
but Dwight Howard is very zesty though.
Like, see, I don't know anything about him.
Saying? Nah, he
said he's zesty.
So think about it. Dwight Howard, when you think of Dwight Howard, you think muscle bound, high jumping NBA player, wanna be like Shaq, but more athletic.
Outside of that.
Right? But this nigga been caught grabbing niggas' meat on the bench on camera.
What?
Like son.
He sat on the bench and was like, oh.
grab and squeeze son's meat on the bench.
Man, I'll poke a nigga up.
Yo, I never heard that before.
Son, it's on YouTube.
I'm not even violent, but what I'm saying is, if a nigga tried to touch my privacy,
nigga,
if your automatic response isn't to piece a nigga up, bang, bang, bang.
Then you've done that before. Then you've done that before.
Yeah.
Or the nigga bullied the nigga because he's a little nigga. He did it too.
It don't matter.
But you said this was on an NBA court, like in a game?
In the game.
Yeah, the nigga's name was Isaiah something. I remember the nigga on his team.
He just grabbed a nigga Jones.
He was in street.
How do they know he actually did that though?
It's on camera.
It's on camera. Like you can,
nigga.
It's a video. You can see.
Nigga, it's a video. That shit is crazy, son. But so that led to motherfuckers being like, yo, that nigga's a fruit. You know what I'm saying? And then, but there was no other evidence to state, behind that until this situation came, though.
If he is, so I don't even know what you would call that, gay or...
Yeah, you gay. There's no... for me, there's no bisexual shit. If you mess with dudes,
you just
gay. This is fine. I mean, if that's what you into, that's what you into.
And we have nothing against gay people.
None at all.
My brother's gay, my cousin's gay.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, like, if that's how you are...
Be comfortable with who you are.
But he was portraying like he was. That's the thing. He was trying to front like...
He seems like a predator in that situation.
Yes.
Because if you feel like... Some people do feel like they're above not just the law, but like if their money dynamic is higher than others.
Because of who they are, you could get away with whatever.
Yeah.
That's sad, man.
Yeah,
Borderline predator. You know what I mean? But I don't know if I even believe it because I don't know enough. That just sounds crazy to me.
Oh, no. The nigga went on Instagram and basically... Because Cam and Mace was clowning on this shit on their podcast. And he was like, don't worry about where I put my wood at.
Oh, so it's real.
It's real, son.
But here's the thing, though. A lot of people, part of the LGBT community, we back then, they weren't really...
Did you say we back then? Or?
No, I'm saying like people back then weren't really about that type of stuff.
I was going to say, if you LGBTQ, I still love you and accept you, ain't no...
A lot of people weren't about that stuff back then. So over time, we gave them more rights to be able to feel like they have the freedom because they do deserve it. But then as time went by, they kept on taking that freedom that they got from what we gave them, and now they're trying to force it upon people. A lot of people in the LGBT community love to do that. Love to force people into things that don't want to be part of it. Like, for example, if you can go to Walmart right now, there's LGBT shirts and stuff like that for little children that haven't even decided what they want.
What you mean?
Clothes, nigga.
Clothes.
Like the old alligator clothes we used to rock back in the day.
Yeah.
Now it's LBG alphabet community clothes for kids, nigga. Yeah, that started last year.
No.
But I mean, you got to think it's in the cartoons too. Like my daughter watches some cartoons, The Loud House, and his man got two dads. Like it's in the cartoons. It's like.
It's
brothers. Let's deal with reality here. Let's deal with reality. Life has changed.
Yeah.
Things have changed. This is cool now. things that were in the closet are in the light, and it's cool to be however you want to be these days, and that's
Yeah.
just reality.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
I mean,
mean?
the reality
It's
is-
sad.
I think my only issue with any of it, one, because I'll reiterate that my youngest brother is gay. I've known he was gay since he was like,
Little.
it might sound crazy, but like 2. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Certain things they do, you know what I mean?
and
Yes, sir.
We never judged him. We never cared. It was like, he is whatever. But throughout the years, I think, well, I do know he struggled not knowing how we all felt because his brothers was like gangsters in the streets and all that. Now, we always knew. I think my only issue with shit like this is that if the dude, Dwight, was always like gay, and then you're slowly pushing your gayness on people to the point that you start bullying motherfuckers, and you're overexerting your power on people. To me, that's a fucking predator.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And the fact that the nigga is humongous. He's like 6'10".
Damn.
Like the nigga is
Yeah,
big.
the
Like it's
nigga's-
not like a
Bring up
regular.
a
he's
video of this nigga, man. I'll shoot the shit out that nigga.
Man.
big.
I'm tough and I'll
He
shoot
bigger
him.
than Will.
Son, he's a
You
big
talking
dude,
about
bro.
Big Will?
Yeah,
He's a big dude.
Damn.
Oh yeah, he
He
got
looked
to
like
get
son. He looked like a He-Man action figure at 6'10".
He got to get that special
So he's invincible. He's untouchable. That's how his
Well-
mind frame is.
Imagine what he's done that we don't know
that
about.
we don't
if that's
know.
true though.
Not
If all
even to
that's true-
say that we saying this is true.
Yeah.
We just going off of the
news-
feedback in
I'm
the
just
news.
reading off
It's
what the-
allegedly.
I mean,
It's
it's
I'm just
allegedly,
reading off
but
the-
allegedly.
if this is true,
Yeah.
But even if it's allegedly, it's not even like far fetched because there's literally many famous celebrities. Like for example, there's this one gay celebrity. His name is James Charles. He's like a makeup model artist.
Yeah.
He would go out of his way to go on social medias, and he would sit there and bait little boys into becoming gay.
What do you mean?
Like
My kids are older now, so they're like adults. So I've been
They can
out
make
of,
their own decision.
I've been out of this arena of children like at Walmart being introduced to
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
things. Like I'm so far removed from that
Me
because
too.
my
Same,
kids have been
same.
adults for years that as much as I do research and look at shit, some of this shit is super foreign to me. I had no clue that any of that was going on.
It's a blessing.
But basically, he would go on social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that, and he would see kids like under the age of 17, stuff like that,
Jeez.
and he would sit there and flirt with them and stuff like that.
Oh,
And-
flirt with 'em.
And then they basically would.
Oh, he's
bait
trying to
him.
get hurt.
They would basically bait him and make him think that like they want him, and they end up exposing him all over the internet of him being a pedophile and trying to make straight guys turn gay.
So is he another form of a predator again, or
Yes, he's another former predator. Yeah, he enforces
That's
himself upon people. That's why I was saying about the LGBT community.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to enforce their ideals upon other people that want nothing to do with it. You can sit there and respect. We can sit there and respect it, but I'm not part of it. You see what I'm saying?
Look, before we get off of this topic, I'm gonna be super fucking clear because I know some. I hate even using all those words, but it's out of respect for their community, right? But I know some people that are gay or lesbian that one will whoop your ass.
straight up.
That I would rather chill with than chill with a bunch of weird niggas that get money, that are the most loyal, respectful people on the face of this earth, right? So it's not about that. It's about the weird predatory shit.
The predatorial aspect of it. And the crazy thing is, I got a young daughter right now, and she's
Yeah.
asking a lot of questions,
Yeah.
but none of them are the red flag questions. You know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? But I know that's coming because that's what they promote
Damn,
Yeah, it's
man.
through the
crazy.
music and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's deep, man.
Because I have a young daughter too. She's 12. You know what I mean? She's in the 7th grade. And the conversations that we have to have are different. And I have to educate myself on some of the things that, she asked about. So like she
Yeah.
had a friend that that said that she was a pansexual.
What is that again?
I'm about to explain it.
Yeah.
So I'm riding in the car with my daughter, and I don't listen to music a lot in the car. It's weird when I'm by myself.
Make
I
sure you
don't
talking to the mic, please.
when it's weird when I'm by myself. I don't talk. I don't listen to music all the time.
Yeah.
I use that time to reflect and think and
Yeah.
build ideas.
My shit, too.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm on a road trip, I listen to music. But if I'm riding around town, sometimes
Quiet.
Yeah, I just I used to collect my thoughts. So, but when I get with my daughter, a lot of times I don't have the music on because I want to have a conversation before I turn the music.
Hold
on.
that 1 second. Hold that. I just got to say this quick shit. Please, I want you to finish because I'm so intrigued by what you're saying. I remember when I used to play rap music, even my old shit or some radio shit come on, my daughter be in the car, I used to turn it off and all this shit, right? Years after that, only to come to find out that everybody in my family was clowning me for doing that because they knew I was going to do that, knowing that she was already exposed to the music, but I was trying to protect her from certain words, certain songs.
I was like that too.
Yeah.
I was like that too.
That's deep.
That's weird.
I would only play certain artists around
Me
me.
too, Sean.
I do that too. But like I said, I like to talk to my daughter first for at least the first 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Check who, when, where, how,
Yeah.
what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to her. I'm looking. I said, "What's wrong?" She said, "Yo, Dad." She said, "I don't really know how to say it." And I said, "Well, you know how we do." She said, "I know. I'm just gonna say it."
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, my friend told me that they was a pansexual," and she said I got a little uncomfortable, so I used what you talk about. I took control of the conversation and veered it. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
But she said, "But I don't know what the heck a damn pansexual is." So I was like, "All right, baby, we're gonna talk about it." And then I said, "Fuck it." I pulled over. I said, "Well, baby, I don't know what it is neither." So
Google.
that's exactly
dope.
what we did. We
That's
went
dope.
and we Googled it. And so I guess basically what a pansexual is, they gave the example of Will and Jada's son, Jaden. He's a pansexual where he doesn't identify as a boy or a girl.
Man, fuck all that identifying
I'm
shit.
just telling you.
No, I'm not saying referring to
Yeah.
you speaking. I'm saying I love everybody on the face of the earth, right?
There's men and women. That's
Whatever
it.
you choose, I'm going to respect that. But with all this weird identifying shit, I don't give a fuck who you are. I am never going to adhere to you trying to make me identify you as what? Like
Some people identify as a cat.
So,
So
listen,
I'm never gonna adhere to
let me
that.
fit. I'm
Never.
about to go there.
Come
so,
on.
So the pansexual conversation that we had, where she said basically the child didn't identify as a boy or a girl.
I can
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, we got to the bottom of that, and then she said, well, yeah, Dad, because you know that there's furries at our school too.
Furries.
I said,
That sound racist.
I'm sitting here
Furbies?
trying to like figure it out. Like,
So-
Sort of like people that dress up as animals.
so I'm about, so furries are people
that sounds
that
like a mental health condition.
Furries are
Facts.
people. Furries are kids that identify as animals. So it's just like with all of this LGBT whatever. I don't know all the whatever, but with all the alphabet people,
Yeah.
and all the people that identify as different things. I agree that there's men and women. You can be gay or you can be lesbian.
Yeah.
It don't matter. But you got a dick or a coochie.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's just it is what it is.
Yeah.
If you got a dick, you a boy.
Yeah.
You can feel like a girl all you want to, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when you go to jail, you go into man's prison.
So
know
what you
I'm
calling
saying?
me, a furry?
Nah, but
I'm a wolf, nigga.
you
Oh yeah, you a furry.
You identify as a furry.
Now what's the word for it though?
A furry?
A furry.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
That
a
shit
fur-
sound
so you
palsy, though.
so you identify as
yo,
a, so that's where you identify
That shit got
as an
cerebral
animal.
palsy.
Shark. That's what we're gonna call you from now on.
Furry? Not interested.
Furry
Yeah,
wolf.
we not doing that. Yeah,
Furry
we,
wolf.
Yeah, we can't. He said furry wolf.
Nah, but listen, I thought I like I'm really trying to keep it together during this conversation with my daughter because this is what I want to do about
Yes.
it. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
But she's like, nah, Dad, I have a friend that identifies as a cat. And so in my head, I got so many jokes and I
Let me
want to
ask you
say
a question. So, all of you gentlemen, how would you address one of your children's friends being invited into your house, identifying as you said a cat?
All right.
Or is it just the ant? Hold up, no. Is it just the animal?
No,
or
but
is
listen,
it,
but it's, you can say
I
a cat.
I want to finish the question
a
to
cat.
him. So
say a cat.
So a cat.
I wouldn't acknowledge it. What's your name? Hi, such and such. My name is such and such.
But what if they wanted to go to the bathroom in the?
That was my
In the
that was
litter.
my question. What if what if you was like, yo, what if they put some newspaper down in the kitchen and went in the corner
I'm gonna
and
stop you
peed?
from doing it.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm going to stop from doing it. I'm saying you can't do that in here.
What you gotta go number one
You
or
gotta
number
go
two?
outside.
So hold up. We're gonna keep this moving.
Not even going to.
So sharp.
Entertain it.
I would. You gotta ask me one more time.
So how would you how would you feel and how would you go about the situation if one of your child's friends came into the house and they identified as is it just a cat or is it just
No, it's any type of animal.
Any
but
type
that's,
of animal.
that's just
So
that's
we'll
just
switch
the
it up.
collective.
So
the
we'll switch
furry.
it up. We did a cat with Marshall. We'll do a bat with you.
Okay. Oh, hi, Dad. This is my friend. She identifies as a bat.
Yeah. And she did bat shit.
She did batty shit.
What do bats do though?
I don't know. I'll say that you that shit crazy. My daughter wouldn't bring nobody home like that because
They know you gonna embarrass her.
That's a fact.
Nah, I would just show the respect, and I probably would say wolf love.
Nah, nigga, you ain't getting off that easy.
All right, nah. I would add.
Okay,
you know,
so let's somebody give him a clear example of how a bat would act as a
Nah,
kid.
yeah, somebody give it to
Quest
me.
was like,
How you gonna? Yeah, how the hell somebody gonna give a clear example of how a bat acts?
this
They
is
be
us-
like this.
See?
He'd be like,
Yeah,
I
I met
remember
a-
what
I met
was
a girl
hovering
that-
over me. That nigga was like this.
So what would you do if that was the case?
Oh yeah, I probably would just be like, okay, Nevaeh, tell Miss Lady,
hell no.
tell
You just gonna
Batty
skip the fact that
McNatty,
this
she.
nigga made that bat sound. I
Yo,
never heard a
what
bat
you-
sound
what
like
I
that.
don't even know what this.
What
I
you
would
gonna
just,
do? You
I would just say you have to tell Mama Love she got a 1-2-1-2 off the premises. That's it. Yeah, you got to go from here because that was bad.
You know,
that
the
was real baddie.
You gotta get a step in.
Yeah, you go
No,
1-2-1-2.
your scenario can't be his scenario. So
So-
what would you do if one of your daughter's friends popped up and they was acting like pick an animal Quest?
A pig.
Dog.
Nah, dog is too easy.
But that's what I think they identify.
pig?
Like
A
simple
pig.
shit.
I would say,
I think it's simple shit they do.
Nothing like extreme.
I
but
don't think
really-
it's something I've heard cat and I've heard
Dog,
dog.
me too. Like animals.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, it's hard because
Nigga, explain what you would do if the child
came
was
in the
your
door
house
with her.
acting like a dog, like bark,
Just came in
and
like-
tried to like bite you, or was scratching with their back leg in your living room, or was eating out the bowl on the floor,
Or threw a flea at you
Like-
like, oh, hold that.
What would you do?
I would put her in the cage and call their mama. Excuse me, can you call you a dog, so you can't call your mama.
How you
I would
flick a
ask
flea
I would
at
ask my daughter, what's her mama name? Nah, but seriously, the hard part
Yeah.
the hard part is because we're all dads and we like to laugh and joke. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What would I do? It would be hard because I don't like to force what goes on in my household.
Nigga, what would you do? All the extra shit is unneeded.
I
What
told-
would you do?
I told you from the beginning. My
I'm
daughter,
frontline in
my
my
daughter would
household
not
with
bring.
my kids,
my
my
daughter
wife,
would not
my
bring.
family.
Jordan, what if she ran the doorbell for what if she just ran the doorbell and you swung the door open and she was barking and pissing on you?
What if
I would
she
close the
shit
door.
by the door in your house? Like
I would close the door.
No, she was already in your house chilling.
She's not
barking.
coming in my house. That's not good. See, that's the difference. You want to know what I'm gonna say? I'm telling you. I'm trying to be politically correct, but I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I treat kids like my kids.
Yes, Lord.
If I love all y'all. If y'all dropped y'all kids off at my house and I went to Red Lobster, y'all kids is going to Red Lobster.
What if the kid didn't bark until they got in the house, so you didn't know though?
Then I would politely ask them, y'all got to go.
Yes.
So what if that kid shit in your house? Look, this is
When that kid mama come, mama, get your motherfucking ass out the car, come clean this shit up, or call your husband, tell him to
Tell him come
holler
tighten
at
me up.
We're gonna have to go out back. I'm just keeping it 1,000. Like listen,
little Fido done shit in my
Yeah.
in
word
my
up,
hallway.
little doo
Little Felicia.
little T-Bow,
Bye, Felicia.
little Takao done shit on the back porch. You know what I mean? Him and all his Wii friends, the LG.
Yo, Quest.
Him and his rainbow
Alright,
friends
yo,
eating
so-
Skittles and shit.
So we got to give Quest a challenging one, a furry one. But we said,
What if they
cat,
act like a
bat.
hamster?
Nah, listen.
yeah.
Just to keep it a buck though, because my daughter is so much like me, son.
Come on with it.
She wouldn't bring none of them niggas. to
Yeah,
the
but
crib.
that's not.
But
the
you can't say
scenario.
that because
No, but-
scenario
you
is what
can't
would
say
you
that
do?
question
No, I
because
know,
he
but-
wouldn't let me say
Yeah,
that because
listen, let
that's
me tell-
exactly the same thing that I would say.
Yeah, let me tell
That's
you.
exactly what he would say.
Son, let me tell you.
A hamster came into
Yo,
the
listen,
hamster
she-
kid came to the door,
let me-
West.
yo, let me
What about
tell
if
you-
He tried
what if
to
it
get
was a
out
big
the
ass
shit.
hamster
I'm
kid
keeping it a
like
buck.
in
Yeah.
What if she didn't know
like
until
a
the
Nutty
child
Professor.
got to your house? Your daughter be on point, but what if she didn't know that this was gonna manifest until the hamster kid was in your house, and then they was like doing some
Hamster
hamster
kid.
Son.
They reversed their jacket,
Yo,
and their
I'm-
jacket was hamster skin.
Oh man.
Yo, on some real shit.
Come on, give it
my
to
daughter
her.
gonna be 17. She's only brought one friend to the crib her entire
Well,
life.
this isn't your daughter's friend. This
Yeah,
is
this
someone that
isn't-
knocked
this
on
is-
She
your
don't
door.
Bring, she don't bring niggas
No,
through.
someone
No,
knocked
somebody
on your
knocked
door
on
to
your
rake
door and
your
was like,
leaves.
"Hey, yo, is Vanna here?"
I want to come play in your leaves.
This is to get your opinion on how you think you would respond if
with
it
the
happened.
I would bring them in and sit them down and ask them, when did you become a hamster? Like I would put my
They be like,
my open-ended question skills, and then I really have them thinking, hold up, am I really a hamster? With the questions I'd ask. Like I challenged her, but in a respectful,
See how
nice way.
important that is, though, because it's a different perspective on how you would go about it.
Yeah.
What is that noise?
That's the hamster.
That's the hamster.
Oh,
He on the
shit.
wheel.
Oh shit!
Yo, but you know what? I would ask the child so many questions to where they'd be like, I'm just playing. I'm not really a hamster.
Oh, you be on them like that and make them say, I was just kidding.
Yeah, son.
That's fire.
Yo, so
That's fire.
What if it came time for them to like lay down to go to sleep, and the child was like,
You
"I
just
can't
fucked
lay
him
in a
up
bed. I
mentally,
need like a
I gotta have
Nah,
that,
we don't-
that
we-
newspaperish, that newspaperish
Nah, we don't.
You got-
setting.
and then sat there and chopped it up and like
Nah, we don't do sleepovers, fam. We don't do sleepovers, fam. I'm sorry, we don't do sleepovers.
hamster your ass out my house.
I gotta
I mean,
be,
you
I
know,
gotta
the
be
hard-
up early the next morning.
I mean, the reality is, in my house, if I don't know your parents,
Is that one of y'all doing that?
That's
'Cause
my-
that sounds so
that's
real.
Marshall doing
That was real deal right there.
if I don't know your parents, you're not staying the night at my house.
Yeah.
So
that's
I mean,
facts.
there's a lot. The
Yeah,
hard part
yes,
is,
sir. Yes, sir.
I understand your question.
Yeah.
And it's a good question to ask. But
It is.
For me and how I live my life and how we was raised, like I stayed the night at your house because my mama will call your mama and she'd be like, "Pam, I whooped Jeremy ass because he." Remember when we was doing the flips
Shit, you
and
at
Jones?
my house, my mom whooping your ass if you.
But
out of line.
remember, I broke the closet. I broke when
Right
that, when
before
they,
me.
when
You
they
remember
lived,
this, Io? He
when they
bringing up
lived-
something. You remember
when they
this?
lived-
My memory is shot, man.
When they
Not
lived
in-
shot, but
when they lived in Jones Court, me and Rory was trying to do little backflips in the closet, and I put a hole in the closet. Mama Teresa whooped my ass, and then she called my mama. And when I got home, my mama whooped my ass. And then
Right.
when I got
so
home,
she understood.
that's
right.
the point, though. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So I don't let
your ass
kids
come to my house when my mom was alive. God rest his soul, acting like you was a chicken. She would have fried
Fed
your
your-
ass. In that
Said
motherfucker.
acting like
Oh, you
was
wanna be a chicken?
chicken.
Get in his
Open the door like,
pan.
"Bah-bah."
Word,
Get in this
word.
I don't even know how to
Get
take
in
a
the oven.
sound. I know they taste good.
Was you grass fed?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Any sarcastic saying that could be said.
so let me So
What would you do?
Quest.
You didn't answer the question. What would you do?
Yeah, yes, sir. You got out of that one, brother.
Listen, I
Woo.
like to run head first into whatever.
Come on
so
with it.
what is the question? What is the question?
What if Juliet came home on spring break? Hey, Dad, this is my new boyfriend. He's a bear. And this nigga said, "Rawr. Nice to meet you." So what would you do?
Shit Marshall would do.
Yo,
real shit. Real
That's
shit.
the best
Yo,
one.
that was the
That's
best
the
one.
best one right there.
I like how he did that because he knows I'm like physically confrontational. And I know I'm built for it, and I like the challenge. So
Like, damn, this is a bear. Shit.
Yeah.
the first thing I would do,
Yes, sir.
Because a real grizzly bear in the woods will fuck all of us up.
the first thing I would do was invite this individual into my house.
Yes. Well, come on in, brother.
Because if my daughter brings you home, similar to kind of like what Quest was saying,
he's like you, she's like
she
you.
knows what you're going to be exposed to. So y'all going to be sitting down. I'm going to separate the two of them, just like I did with her boyfriend currently. Yo, so what makes you feel like you're a bear?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, educate me on how bears live in the wild. Things that actually make sense.
Yeah.
And aren't bears threatening to human beings? Why are you with my child? Like,
You know I love my baby, right?
oh, so you're a different kind of bear.
What if he broke it down, Io, to where you respected it? Like, oh, you know what?
But guess what? If the motherfucker seem kooky bear,
Yeah, Cookie
Yeah,
Bear.
nigga, you getting the fuck out
get
the
the
crib.
fuck out.
the
I'm not
crib.
even being nice about that shit.
He said,
Get the fuck out my house.
Word,
Nah,
son.
you ain't going nowhere, Juliet.
Yeah,
Even
hold
told her
on.
to show you ain't going nowhere. Yo,
Yo.
you get your weird ass out my house.
That's
if you got
right.
a problem, tell your parents chance to call me.
Yep.
What if his bear was? What if he broke it down to you to the point where he was like, "Yo, respect."
So I would listen to him because I'm an empathetic individual that likes to learn, right? But already stepping into that, to me, there's a mental health issue.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I'm addressing
real.
it as a mental health issue as soon as that gets mentioned.
And that's real.
why I said I'm separating her from him. I don't want her trying to defend his weird shit because he may have brainwashed her on some shit like, yo.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
If you a bear, let's take your ass up on the hill,
Dad, I just
How
want
you
to
do
tell
that
you,
shit?
Dad.
put a motherfucking Sherlin on you, and see how you do for the next week with
That's
no
right.
food or water.
That's right.
And see if your ass come up out that
Hibernation.
That nigga said put a shirt
Yeah. Yeah. And sit your ass in there with this door closed and see how your hibernation stage.
That nigga said a Charlotte.
Yeah.
We ain't even got to take them to Alaska. We just take them up East Hill.
Man.
Make it back, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Mid-January, end of January, beginning of February.
So, which one of y'all brought up that topic about the ex-NBA player?
I did. Oh no. Oh,
Joe
Quest.
Smith.
Joe
Yeah.
Smith.
So, what was the gist of that?
So what happened was Joe Smith is a former #1 draft pick from the '95 draft, right? He was a star in college. Nigga came in the league averaging like 2010, like a legit star.
He was on it?
Yeah, he was on it. So this nigga ended up making bad investments, going broke.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And 5 years ago, I want to say, because he's been married to this chick for 5 years, he was on one of them shows, like them Married at First Sight type shows.
Yeah.
So he ended up marrying this chick who thought she was basically getting a bag, like, you know
He
how
married her off the show type shit?
like on the show, like he was on the
Yeah.
show.
Oh,
and I
shit.
guess she was a former adult star.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that until I seen the Gilbert Arenas podcast, because
Yeah.
Gil was like, yo, I used to watch her and shit. She was talented. But
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So she was on she was like a
yeah, she was on that
star.
wave. Yeah. So what happened is Joe Smith obviously ran into some financial hardships as of late, because she was on the FaceTime shit or Instagram Live and shit when the nigga didn't even know she was recording until later, complaining about, because the nigga was like, yo, basically, why you got an OnlyFans and shit? Like, and he wasn't even saying it as real as I'm saying it.
Yeah.
The nigga was real passive about it, real suckerish. And you can
Damn.
tell that, you know what I'm saying, she be on some shit, but she was on that, well, we need money type of stuff, and basically you ain't bringing the bacon in, and the nigga is a former NBA player. That nigga's net worth right now is $100,000.
So, what?
He's a former NBA player.
I mean, you can't really. I mean, motherfucker.
Yeah, I ain't knocking him, but
No. But you think NBA player, you think bread. Like,
So he like you said, he did a lot of turn that phone off. wherever.
somebody shit.
It was a lot of bad investments.
Bad
So
with
and you
money.
can't even knock a nigga for going through life, because the
Right.
only
Right.
the only loss is if you don't learn from
Right.
the lessons and failures and things like that. But
Yeah.
100,000 for ex NBA
#1 pick. And he's
Sounds
like
like I don't want to project shit on him, but
Bad with money. He's not good at budgeting.
is he like
Bad
a
investment.
drug addict?
He,
Bad
son,
or-
son, I'm glad you said that because he went on another show to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
That nigga dude looked like he was in some shit, son. But you know what a user looked like, son.
And
He
you even deserve, and everybody has the ability to bounce back, even from shit like that.
Yeah.
But maybe there's some shit going on that. Okay, one scenario, right? She's still with him, right?
Yeah.
I don't agree with if my wife ever had an OnlyFans.
And didn't tell you about the shit.
No, if she ever had one, it's a wrap.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
then
add
if she
that
did
on.
it, and add that on.
real quick.
And no, hold up 1 second. And then there's no way I'm accepting that, right? But say she knows more things because they've been together for however long, and say he was into some shit, but she chose not to blow up.
Oh, that's
his
why the
extra
nigga
shit.
had to play his role on camera.
I don't know anything about that. I didn't see any of that shit.
But
right?
it makes sense why he was so passive on the
so real
camera,
quick,
because that.
I got a little snippet.
What if she was just holding shit down to the best of her ability?
I guess the first question is, where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now.
Keisha, how long is the account? Have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year.
Oh, shit.
It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn,
Damn.
but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife. He has a friend
Pause that for 1 second.
he's been entertaining, and she decided.
Hold that. So she said that's what happens when you're not paying attention to your wife. That's a little different than having financial.
No, but she was talking about on the original. That's the aftermath of it.
Yeah, that's what
her original one. She's basically insinuating that we got financial troubles and we got to do something.
Word.
Yeah, she was on it like that, like really sunning the nigga on camera. It was bad luck.
Play that
It was
shit.
nasty work.
Yo, put some cuts and scratch. You should bring your DJ controller down so you can like cut and scratch shit. Like,
Why you gotta? Why you gotta? Why you gotta?
But when you see it though, the way the nigga was acting, he wasn't on his man shit. Like, not that he had to wild out, but you can tell that nigga was the inferior.
Did he know he was on camera?
Yeah, nigga.
He probably was. You know what I mean?
But still, you can.
Yeah.
that sounds so weird, man.
It's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad at you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I
Pause
have
it.
to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking.
So another thing that jumps out to me after hearing that, she said he's mad because he's just now finding out about it. He said, of course I'm mad that I'm just now finding out about it, as opposed to saying I'm mad because you have one. Right. Two different topics of discussion. If my wife has one, problem. If I'm just finding out about it, we ain't even discussing shit. It's over with.
Facts.
So yeah, like you said, the passivity with him is kind of apparent, and I don't know anything about this, but that's what he said. Of course, because I just found out that you have one.
How, nigga? How you not know your wife?
I mean, like,
How you not know?
Hey man.
Bruh.
Bruh. My thing is
Yeah, choose your words wisely.
my thing is this, right? I'll be married 18 years in May. Me and my wife has a lot of comfortable, uncomfortable conversations, whether it be about personal goals or whether it be about couple goals. You know what I mean? Where we want our household, how we want our household to go, and
when we gonna do it, how we gonna do
exactly. We make plans. You know what I mean? So if we had a financial situation where we needed money or whatever, that's a conversation and a plan that we're gonna come up together with. So if my wife would have an OnlyFans and I didn't know about it and I found out about it, that would be a real big deal-breaking situation.
Like the same way if she found out.
Even
about
if your
yours.
wife had a part-time job that you knew nothing about,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
still,
It would be a
Still
problem.
tight.
Yeah.
That's you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a whole fact.
And then you got an OnlyFans, and then niggas is telling you they seen you.
Your wife.
Yo, bruh.
Come on, man. Like, how would you feel, Quest, if I was like, hey, yo,
If any of y'all break any of my equipment, guess what? I'm doubling up the price on the invoice.
Quest, how would you feel if I was like, hey, yo, I'm looking at Jamie right now playing with her cooter cat on the internet.
Yeah, just give a theoretic.
After it's a wrap, bro. Like, I'm not, nah, bro. It's a wrap. I don't fuck all of that, son. Like, no, it's a wrap.
And there's a difference between
That's crazy.
like being insecure and then standing firm in your position, right? Because a woman that's never experienced a solid relationship will be quick to say a man is insecure because he chooses not to move forward with a woman that's like that, right?
Right.
As opposed to her understanding that a man cherishes his woman and that's mine just like I'm yours.
Yeah.
And I choose not to share what's mine with the world. If you can't respect that, you in the
Share
wrong book.
nothing.
I mean, I just think that there's certain things. We brothers, and off air, we might talk about intimate things that go on in our household.
Yeah.
But we not gonna broadcast it. It's not something that there's certain things in your household that aren't known to nobody except for the few people that you choose to divulge that information for.
Facts. As it should be like that.
That shit crazy.
Marshall, if you found out that your lady had a OnlyFans, how would you feel?
Elmira just got bombed.
it wouldn't
You would identify as that bear that you said that was gonna live.
That nigga identify as an ICBM. What's that? Intercontinental ballistic missile. Why you kill all of us, nigga?
I didn't even know what OnlyFans was.
Bad business. Bad business.
I mean, I think it really boils down to your relationship and how you handle things in your household. And I think, when you're comfortable with your wife, you guys move in direction together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that motherfucking Joe Smith, just like Cap said, I think there's some insecurities in that shit.
I think there's a lot more than what we're seeing. I mean,
I
it's
think,
media source,
yeah.
but there's a lot more.
Is there any
If you
more
see-
to
if
that
you see the
story?
video-
Is there,
I mean, I got the video. That's what I was playing.
If you see the video, you'll be able to pick up on visual cues that you won't be able to pick up just audibly.
Deeper than audio.
It's deeper than just what you're hearing.
So is there is this the
Joe, I've been talking to you about bad things.
is that the first video?
It's the first thing.
Can you play it on the big TV?
No.
Will it play on the So how did this?
It might.
My bad, bro. And pistachios is good, man.
It just popped up on the net. I mean,
so
on
how
YouTube.
how did this get introduced to the world? Was
So
it
basi-
her or him?
Her. So basically, how it looks when you watch the video, how it looked to me was they were having an argument because he found out about it, and her first initial reaction was
Start
to put her
recording.
phone out
Start
and to
recording.
start recording.
In case the nigga
Now-
wild out.
So now they having the conversation.
How old is she?
They
mean,
about
they're
50,
grown-ups.
Like older than us?
Yeah, like
at
late-
least our age type shit.
Joe Smith older. He about late 40s, early 50s.
Damn,
that's
sad,
us.
man.
No, we are not late, nigga.
So she didn't do this for our age demographic. She did it for a clout demographic.
Joe
Social
Smith about
media,
50, yeah.
social media
Then you said
influence.
they're having financial
Yeah.
issues, right?
Yeah.
Maybe this could all be for show.
So yeah,
Because I mean,
Good
shit,
promotion.
we got this on Facebook now, and blah blah blah. But let's
don't
call
know
him do
what-
an interview. Let's put him on Dr. Phil. We'll pay him this much, come here, pay him this much, come here. Now people are talking about him.
Ooh,
Damn.
I didn't even think of that.
People are talking about him.
But
now.
it don't look like it's staged. I don't think them niggas went to acting school.
It don't matter.
I want to see it
don't matter.
now, son.
That
don't
looked
matter.
like no,
Because you
that
can
looked
stage
like
some- I
real
can stage some
nasty
shit.
work,
I can
bro.
stage some shit right now. I ain't never been to acting school and convince the shit out of you. You know what I mean? It depends on what you're going through. We can have the conversation. Listen, we got to do this shit right. We got to make it look.
That sounds crazy.
We got to make it look genuine. You know what I mean? This is what it is. We're gonna talk about your OnlyFans page. You get one. You know what I'm saying? You get an OnlyFans page. We're gonna have this bitch up and running for a year. We don't put no content out. If you do,
Like
you know what I mean, cover your
promo
shit up.
for
Yeah.
her shit.
And then after a year, we're gonna go through this. Boom, 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 boom. Now we got a couple 100,000.
I think
Yo,
we're in the
That's,
awareness.
that's smart as a bitch.
We're
yo.
in the awareness period
Right.
of
That's
time
just my
because
opinion,
I
my
never
opinion.
thought about it like that, right?
Me neither, not
But
one bit.
If you're in it with your significant other and
do it together.
shit is fucked up and y'all hustling, maybe the nigga had to take the back seat and say, "Look, we
social
gotta
media.
promote the fuck out of it."
Yo, and they was on that show. They got married off of a show,
Social media.
like
yeah, bro.
first married at first sight type of shit. So
Oh,
they
man.
already got a leg in the entertainment piece.
So we-
because that's
got a
what she
couple
was
more
saying.
shows.
You know how I was before you met me.
The
Type
next
shit.
show is that marriage therapy show.
Oh,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
I'm gonna keep
with-
it. I'm gonna keep it.
With
looking.
I'm
Ayana,
about
with
to-
Ayana or whatever.
I'm about to support the show to see where it go.
You
Word.
finna get a check, and it's gonna be a
Yo.
big extreme deal. You know what I mean?
So let me ask y'all a question before we get up out of here. We got like 10 minutes, if that. Marshall said he got dipped by.
6 minutes, 7:54, 8 o'clock.
I was about to say like 7:40, but he looked at the same time. So, I like to stay up with my current events, right? Have you guys been paying attention to what's going on in this world with all these motherfucking wars? 2, with the Israel and Palestine / Gaza bombings going back and forth. Like there's mad people dying. 1, have you guys been paying attention to it? 2, a brief synopsis of it is Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th, killed like over 1,000 people, maybe a little more than that. I could be off, but they were killing civilians, babies,
I seen the
mothers,
civilians being
men,
execution.
kidnapping people. So this is what they're now titling as a terrorist group, comparing them to ISIS from back in the day. So they run into to Israel. They do this, then they get out of there. The response from Israel's president Netanyahu was, "These niggas raided our shit. We bombing on these niggas." So Hamas, the terrorist group from Palestine, or Gaza that went in there, they have a bunch of underground tunnels. So these tunnels have been developed for a long time. So they're underneath the entire city, everywhere.
They're around here today in the
Deep
U.S. too.
Tunnels. This is how they maneuver, so you don't see them as much. So as opposed to him finding the direct targets every time, he's bombing these buildings where the tunnels are underneath. The only thing is this group Hamas hides behind, and this is borderline genius if you're a fucking villain, you hide behind the people of the community and of the cities. So they're in regular buildings. Hamas is underneath, but if you bomb this regular building, you're going to kill civilians trying to hunt for Hamas.
What?
So how do you guys feel about this shit?
Hold on. Is the Hamas niggas the ones that's actually on camera executing niggas?
Hamas is the group that, remember we talked about October 7th when they came down paragliding, and that's the group. They're a terrorist group. They actually admit to what they did. They feel like every Jew needs to die. They need to wipe out Israel. So they're super adamant about doing that. So they did some of the cruelest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's
the
horrible.
only thing that makes me not agree with what's going on right now is because Israel got attacked. Now they're attacking Palestine, right? And they're killing mad innocent people, and they know there's going to be innocent lives lost, collateral damage, but all in the effort to get the people that attacked them initially. And they're hiding underneath all these buildings and shit like that. How do you feel about innocent people dying for Israel to get their get back?
It's fucked up.
Here's the thing, though. Any time a war is ever started, you're always going to have to expect lives that are not part of it to be lost, because that's how war always is. That's how we are as humans. When we go into war, there's always going to be lives that are never part of it gone, because there's always going to be some shape or form of collateral. You got to always think about the consequences. Everything's a double-edged sword. You always have the good and the bad, and when it comes to war, it just goes out of shit.
So I agree with that.
So
my bad.
This dude is bombing these buildings, trying to get these people. Does he know the situation, like that they hide behind civilians?
Yeah. So initially,
he's just as bad as them.
When I seen it initially, I was like, yo, this is fucked up, because I understood that they came in initially, and the group Hamas raided Israel. They were killing people in like regular communities.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were military people. They were coming to our regular streets, running down, killing people, babies, girls. I'm talking about they did some foul shit. This is the Hamas group. After they did that, they kidnapped mad people and took them back to where they're at in Palestine. Now, not only are they in Palestine, but they're hiding underneath. And I didn't know this at that point, but I've seen mad evidence of these tunnels that they have built. The most recent one was where Netanyahu, the president of Israel, bombed a hospital, right?
Yeah, that's great.
And when I seen that, I said, yo, why the fuck would you bomb a hospital? Then they showed evidence of the tunnels
underneath the
hospital. So it made sense. These motherfuckers, Hamas was smart as a motherfucker to years ago plot what they did in this day and age by building these tunnels. These aren't like this isn't a set of tunnels as big as Elmira. This is a set of tunnels as big as
I mean, you know, New York City or something like
that, or bigger, right? Yeah. So how do you feel about Netanyahu the president of Israel getting his get back by bombing these places where all these civilians...
He's just as bad as these Hamas dudes. If he knows what's going on, he's just as bad. And my thing, why blow up the building? Why not send the motherfuckers at the end of each tunnel? You know where the tunnel at?
Yeah.
Sit and wait for these motherfuckers to come out. Or send some fire in that bitch.
You know what? Personally, I think it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And it don't got nothing to do with my day-to-day.
Yeah.
Like only because... I don't want to take on that energy. I don't want to take on that sorrow. I know what's going on. It sucks.
So let me ask you a question. How do you feel about when things happen with African Americans in the United States? Like, what's his name that got killed? Knee on the neck.
George Floyd and shit.
How'd you feel about that? Did you march?
Yeah, that shit sucked, bro.
So the thing is, it's like you pull together with the people.
It's close. It hits home. It hit a little home.
So when that marching happened, there were white, black, young, old. I'm not to say this is the same situation, but it's easy to step outside of the circumstances when they don't directly apply to us. But
my thing is,
I don't know what position to take, son.
So I have a question. I think. Well, let me comment on what you said first.
Yeah.
Number one, I think it's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, and then what they're gonna say is, war is war and it's all fair in war. You know what I'm saying? But then I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So take this situation and then add it on to say, what's the difference between the U.S. dropping that atomic bomb on Hiroshima and killing all those people when they could have directly went to the source, but they mutilated such a mass with that atomic bomb?
I can give you the answer for that.
See, I don't know much about. I don't know many details about Hiroshima. So I can say that with Israel, Hamas, Palestine, and Gaza, this started October 7th because Hamas literally came into. We'll say they came into Elmira. Mm-hmm. You're in your backyard grilling with your family. Niggas is at fucking Eldridge Park and all that. They running around, and this is documented, and they're slaughtering, killing, running in houses, burning shit down. So this started because of a direct attack, personal attack, and it's a religious attack on top of that. They want to wipe out, say they wanted to wipe out all black people when they came to Elmira. So that's who they were targeting. That's the type of attack that was. So with like Hiroshima, and Nagasaki and all that, that was like a bomb being dropped on
a whole city.
Yeah, like an area for something totally. I feel like it's not unrelated, but it's a totally different approach to like savagery. You know what I'm saying?
What I was saying, the reason why I said that is when you brought up the hospital.
Yeah.
The hospital. Example.
Yeah.
It's like if you know where they are and you know how to go get them, you bomb the hospital. The US dropped an atomic bomb on a country. Yeah. I was just putting that example that you gave in the same context in an example of what the United States has done
Oh yeah, we fucked up.
When
I look at the news,
I'm just saying, and that's all I was saying. I was just comparing in those things.
We bonded, right? So we can be real with each other. I feel like the United States is fucked up, man.
We bullies, bro.
We bullies, and then I seen
bullies in the hole. We owe,
bruh. I think it was the Chinese Prime Minister. I could be wrong with these numbers, but they said that he said 2 or 3 days ago that the United States has been developed for maybe, let's say it was 260 years. He was like, out of that duration, only 14 to 16 years of that time were we warless. The United States is a war machine.
Yeah.
That's what we thrive on, war.
Yeah. And
I never knew that shit.
And around election time, coincidentally.
Why can't we have peace in this motherfucker? We getting involved with Ukraine and Russia, with the Israel Hamas shit, with Taiwan. And what is it? China trying to take over the South China Sea or some shit like that. Like there's so much shit going on right now, and we getting involved with the cartel shit in Mexico.
It's crazy.
Like we the only
money. It's all about that money, man.
Bruh.
That's it, man.
It's nothing but greed.
We involved because we're part of it.
That's one of our sins is greed.
Involved because we're part of it. Guaranteed. Anything that goes on in this motherfucking world, we got a hand in it.
Yeah, the resources.
I think we're gonna get our ass spanked in some way, shape, or form in the next 1 to 5 years. I hate to say it,
but we ain't gonna bring it into existence.
But
I hate to say it, man. It's our time.
The government is already. I mean, as black, we all from the hood, right?
Yes, sir.
Urban brothers. A lot of us don't want to pay attention to shit like this because we feel like it doesn't affect us. It does, because when shit like 9/11 happens, we are affected. So things like that don't happen overnight. They're a buildup.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like some major shit is building up.
That's gonna boss us down.
Yeah, at some point.
Word up.
Like my daughter said in Harvard, they're having mad fucking protests. Palestinians, Israeli, Jews.
They had that in Cortland too.
So they got guards outside of all the dorms.
Cause shit is going on.
And I told her, I mentioned it last time, like, yo, your dad will be out there. And she was laughing like, no, it's not that serious. I'm like, look,
gorillas.
I will be out there
There's a whole
if
bunch
you
of
feel threatened at
gorillas
all.
in Harvard Yard.
But hold up. Why would what's going on in a whole nother country come close to home, like impact?
Well, I mean, because there's people in this country from those countries.
Yes.
It's
I
like
get that.
the United States is a
Yeah.
melting pot.
No,
It's just
I get
like,
that. There's
but it's just
people
like
there.
this. It's just like if you lived in North Carolina, right, and you read that there was that Palestinian shit was happening in Elmira. Your mom live here.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do? You gonna come home
dig
on
it.
some, hey yo,
I can
what's
dig it.
happening?
Or even
Mama
if you-
Love live on what?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I can dig it.
Yeah, you're gonna do that.
But that's the
you're
same
gonna do that
thing.
for at home, but you ain't at home.
But check it
No,
out. though.
but
Say
you're-
you're
but
here,
there's still-
right?
No, but here's
Family.
the thing, though, a lot of people do this shit for attention. They don't necessarily do it because they really care. They do.
So
it
I
to
can't
get some
correlate.
from it, too.
Look, so there's been so much loss and death and like
Yeah, I can't agree with the
people
attention.
directly being affected that I can't correlate this with attention. But what I can say is that example you gave about your family is the closest one I can find because I've been searching this weekend. So there's a lot of people that are dual citizens here that are Jewish Americans, Palestinian Americans, right? So they didn't know this shit was gonna happen like this.
And just to touch
Yeah.
out, just to interject, and you can go right ahead. And to speak on his point, at Harvard is a world class educational system.
She said there's
So
mad
it's not just
Palestinians
it's not just
there.
Americans.
Not wilding,
I mean,
but they're going
Africans.
heavy with the
So
Chinese-
on both sides of the fence, they're at the school.
Hold
and they're on some-
Hold on. You got to hold on, brother,
I get it
because
now.
we not hearing what you're saying. Let me finish my point, and then you can talk. No problem. But what I'm saying is, Harvard is a world recognized educational system. So you have people from all across the world that go to Harvard. So to my point is the same as what he was saying. If you were out of town and something happened in your home, you might not be able to make it home. So you're going to try to bring awareness so that people that can help in an area that can help where at home, you're going to try to make that known.
There's been threats in, I think, Cornell.
Yeah.
If you look on, there's multiple different news sources reporting on there's been threats, potential threats on U.S. soil. Boston, Massachusetts was one of them. That's close enough for me to be like,
It's right next door to
be on
Cambridge.
point. You know
So
what I'm saying?
threats from who?
I'll say terroristic threats in our homeland. So even they can't specify. They're saying the
They
terror.
won't.
The terror. Remember how it used to be like red, yellow, and just like before
Yeah, the terror
9/11,
alert.
terror alert. Yeah. So now the alert is way higher because now they're trying to organize a ceasefire that the world is pressing the United States, Biden, to press Israel, Netanyahu, to have a ceasefire so that the innocent people can escape Gaza and get out, and you can keep bombing. But not, Netanyahu said, nah, basically, in other words, y'all did us dirty as a motherfucker. I'm not
get back.
ceasefiring nothing. We bombing and killing shit.
And even with
Straight like
that
that.
too, it brings back to the point how and you people, you know, you want to get home. So you got people over here. Say for instance, Harvard. You got the Palestinians in there. They're protesting. 20 people protesting. You know what I mean? There's a good chance one of those two people can turn extreme.
Word.
We're over here, you know what I'm saying? Why can't you help our people? You know what I'm saying? You need my family's over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here to get education. I'm doing what I got to do. How come you can't help my mother? Okay, well, you know, I'm going to start a group over here in Elmira, or excuse me, in the United States. So now we got a cell formed, and we're going to sit back for these 4 years in Harvard and learn some shit. And then at the end of the year, guess what we're going to do?
We're gonna be martyrs.
We're going to get some get back because the United States didn't want to help. You know what I mean?
Oh, so they mad at us because
That's
we
just-
ain't jumping in.
I'm just saying
It's
that
not
could,
even
that could
mad
be a
at us.
possibility.
It's
You know
just
what I mean?
it's a formation of a group in order to make us martyrs.
It's the alliances of NATO.
So the religion of Islam is a lot different than Christianity. Now, in Islam, the Prophet Muhammad doesn't agree with you killing women and children, but these individuals want to be martyrs, not based on Islam, but based on Hamas, the terror group. So the leaders of the terror group
What
are
they
saying,
believe
I
in.
want you to go do this. And similar to ISIS, how they had the 9/11 shit, this is what they're doing. They had 3 or 4 Hamas soldiers that they were interrogating. It's all over the internet. They're asking them specifically, like, what did you do? Why did you do it? They admitted to killing kids, women, babies. Well, is this what Muhammad tells you to do in Islam? No. Why did we do it? We were misled by. So this is hundreds of thousands of motherfuckers
That's following a
that are
motherfucker.
following. Yeah. So there is a threat there, right? We just don't know how it's going to manifest. And it might not be on us. It might be mainly on Jewish Americans or Jewish individuals. But in America, we are all united, no matter we want to admit that shit or not.
Right.
And like I said before, bro, I think America has their hands in it, man.
Yeah.
I do too.
Regardless, it made me remind me of the statement you're talking of when 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
One of the kids or one of the kids that went to the school to learn how to drive or fly planes, they said he made a statement that I don't need to learn how to land the plane.
Damn.
Why would you overlook some shit like that?
That's because you're made just to build and destroy.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Once you go up, we have no option on coming back down because we're gonna crash in the.
But why as an instructor though? As a motherfucking teacher, now if you're an instructor, right? You're teaching people how to fly planes, and I come in that bitch like, oh, today we're gonna learn how to take off and land. Well, excuse me, Mr.
Just
Mr.
tell
Sharp,
me how to get there.
I just need to learn how to fly. I don't need to learn how to land.
Yeah,
that's
that
scary.
I'm already gonna know your intention.
I don't need to know how to land this plane.
We going up and we ain't never coming
Well,
back
why you
down.
don't need
Just
to
so
know?
many-
Why you don't need to know how to land?
It ain't none of my business.
And there was
The
they said
money.
there was so many red flags that popped up when all that bullshit happened.
Yeah.
Even from the explosion of even from the way the building came down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The United States is a big bully, man. That's what I mean. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful I was born here. You know what I mean, and everything. But fuck the United States.
I love it too, but I feel like
this
there's a
definitely-
lot of shit going
It's
on
a lot
here
of
that
bullshit.
We ain't right.
So-
I know that.
And it could be because they want to keep us safer than every other nation
Controlled.
on the planet. I just feel like it shouldn't always come to like destruction, war, and death. Like there's other ways to go about shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the ones that run it. That's in their DNA.
Or
That's what
You know,
they
and the
know.
fucked up
That's
thing
what
is,
they
just like
know.
we talked about before, with those alliances with NATO
Yeah.
and all of that type of shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. It's like we have unsaid alliances in here. You know what I mean? I can just say this one example, and I've used it before, but we have a mutual person that I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
But Cap needed him to do something, and so he knew that I didn't fuck with him. So he
Yeah.
said, "Yo, I need this, da 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 da." And I was like, "Do your thing, brother, because it's not."
But let's be clear that if you didn't fuck with them,
Then it
I
wouldn't have happened.
fuck with
But
'em.
what I'm saying,
it was
but
like lightweight.
But that's the point. You see, but that's the point of what I was saying is with the alliances is we have our own personal alliances, and with that NATO shit,
Come together to.
they signed treaties to be a part of. Well, if this happens to you, I got your back, or vice versa, because we don't know the little things them little ass countries. Well, you know what?
But even
I'm gonna
NATO-
have your back because I got this illegal base with all these weapons,
And I need that to keep going.
If Russia wants to jump off, I already got these weapons and these bombs in this place right here that's mad close to them that we don't know about.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So all those intricate things that we don't know
There's dirt
about.
going on everywhere.
Yeah,
Even
man.
NATO, I guarantee you there's some bullshit
Of
going
course.
on. Even though they all linked up, they might want it to. Look what happened in the 5 Heartbeats. Didn't what's name fuck Duck, his Duck brother fuck his wife?
Hell yeah.
There's some shit going
Word
on.
up.
amongst
Yeah,
the group,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guarantee
You don't
that.
love him.
And with that said,
You love
fellas,
me.
you know what I'm
How
saying?
much you get from the
I
5
fuck with y'all.
Heartbeats to NATO?
I love y'all. I fuck with y'all, but it's about that damn time.
Get your ass out of here.
Yes,
then.
I ain't
up.
gonna lie. I got to do the 1 2 1 2 too.
Because y'all
I got
ain't
an
nothing
emergency,
without
but it's a
David
good
Ruffin.
emergency.
So, Cap, why don't you go and close? Give us a closing out.
Yo.
Leave us some prayer.
So look,
Stop chewing in the mic like that. God damn.
you gotta blame that on Cal. He
You
brought
gotta.
them, pistachios.
That's just his flavoristic.
The Cal over there eating Skittles and nuts.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave
Pause.
you stupid.
Get
You
him.
gonna let him?
Get him,
Let
Cal.
him take you out like that?
We can't go out like that. He said, yeah. Because not all the time am I going to answer everything.
said-
Remember you said that?
He said.
He taught me a lesson.
That's
the
right.
other-
Okay, come on, then.
He said I gotta spot him tomorrow in the gym first. So. Good luck under that weight, nigga.
Oh, shit.
Yo, so I don't know. I think I'm not gonna sit here and say an open prayer on the pod, right? But I will say that I pray that God brings peace to every both sides of every nation addressing a war right now. There's so many going on that we can't even sit here and like. We'd like to know. We can't even know why all these conflicts are going on. Like the Ukraine and Russia war is still going on, but they don't talk about it as much.
That shit's crazy.
Because the Israel war. So is that the only thing that's gonna? We still sending these motherfuckers billions of dollars, right?
And ain't doing shit for niggas here.
It ain't doing shit. And there's mad, weird, negative, gangster, grimy shit with the Ukraine shit. Like I don't want Ukraine to suffer. I don't want Russia to suffer.
Nobody. They say God bless America. God bless.
Sit down at the
everybody,
table
man.
and
God bless the world.
peace treaty.
Peace treaty. Money fucks everybody up. And motherfuckers can be wealthy and not be fucking demons.
Word up.
But we are humans, dated back to like the empire areas where there was emperors and queens and kings, stuff like that. Money was always the issue. It's always going to be money. It's always going to be greed.
They can never have
gluttony.
enough.
Yo, I'm glad you said that. This could be for the next podcast. I was talking to my grandmother the other night. We were talking about religion and stuff like that, and I brought up the fact that when I said the comedian, I heard from the comedian, Jesus was a carpenter. How come? You know what I mean? And then it hit me. Damn. How much shit do you think the Vatican is hiding from us?
Oh, son, we gotta They got
definitely.
a lot. They got all the secrets, bro.
Yeah.
They got our history too.
Is that what we on next?
Yeah, we're gonna go on.
They got our history too.
Yeah,
real quick,
everybody's history.
Before we
Everybody's history.
leave, I want y'all, since we're gonna talk about
And
that.
when you real quick too, when you go in the church over there, their picture of Jesus on the wall is a black man.
Yeah.
It's a black Jesus. Over here, you go to one of these Baptist churches, any church in
Oh yeah,
America,
that's the one where Richard Pryor went in.
I
there
believe
and
what they
was
got to
was
say
on
more than
camera.
anybody else.
because they got all the truth.
That's right. That's right.
Because there's a whole Bible. That's what they talk about with the Jewish people. That the Jewish they study a whole Bible that isn't in the King James version of the Bibles that is published.
There's a lot of different books.
There's a lot of different books.
A lot of them,
but
man.
I got to ask y'all a question.
Come on, give me
I
one
need y'all
more, man.
homework. So when y'all go, take a look at the Last Supper, and tell me you don't look when you look at the people on the side of Jesus. Take a look at those folks and tell me that they don't look like. Tell me that they don't look like Jesus asked them to pay the
I'll
bill.
do you a solid. I'll bring the Last Supper with me.
I'm serious.
I'm out of here.
I'm
Yo,
telling you.
yo.
When you look at
thanks for
it,
tuning in to Mindful Exchange.
when you look at it, you're gonna be like, yo, listen. I'm telling you.
yeah. Make sure y'all share and
I'm
subscribe.
telling
man.
you,
We love
like,
y'all.
subscribe, share.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Next week.